finish it as quickly as possible.
Well, yeah, and it takes two also. I mean, if Ian's going to come back and put him under pressure, he's got to maintain his play. He has played very well. He's hit every double he's gone for. He scored pretty well. Just the fantastic finishing of Huybrechts has made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, it really has. It's an impressive list. 7 out of 10 on the doubles, Kim Huybrechts, starting with that 164. Then we saw 82, 121, 84 in 2 darts, 76 in 2 darts,
60,
and that killer finish, 108 in the 10th leg, to break the white throw for a second time to establish this 7-3 lead.
134.
Brilliant finishes, but there's 3 finishes below that from Huybrechts, which are key as well. 84, 82, 76, and that really tells the story.
Well, he hasn't wasted opportunities. That's the key. You get a chance, you do it. Like this one here, 108.
That's what he did in the last leg.
Yep, triple 16. No, not this time, though.
52.
And Ian, very good himself on this sort of level out.
This for a break, John.
It's 44 left.
For a break.
He missed a 12 to leave 32. Can you believe it?
Well, that's the second time he's missed a big number, isn't it? To leave himself a dart and a finish.
Yep, he missed the 17s with the 67.
Can Huybrechts punish him?
Well, we know he can, but will he?
Game shot on the 11th flag. Kim Huybrechts.
Well, Ian White here, well, he hasn't done himself any favours, has he? And he's still 3 out of 3 on the doubles, but that doesn't even begin to tell the story.
He's missing the darts to get to the doubles.
140.
And not the hard dart. He's been hitting the first dart, the hard dart, and then missing the easy one. It's just you're rushing to get to the double maybe a little bit. You just take it a little for granted. Just want something to happen, and you make that critical mistake.
That was a big error, wasn't it?
Huge error.
But I guess he would say, even at the age of 42, Ian White, that he's still very much learning, and learning as well to come to terms with playing on the big stages in the big TV majors.
Well, I mean, he's under extraordinary pressure from this performance in Huybrechts. So you're going to forgive a guy making a few mistakes, but he won't be forgiven in terms of wins-loss here,
58.
The way it's going. You know, that's the one place you don't get forgiven, is in the win or the loss. In terms of experience and playing well, I don't think he is playing all that bad, Ian White. He's just hasn't been his night.
No. As we mentioned, that 164 though in the second leg knocked the stuffing out of him. I'm pretty sure.
Can you recall 140?
This would hurt too.
Yeah.
It's on.
Could be 2 double tops. No, he's going for double 10.
120.
Well, great effort. Huybrechts thought that was in as well. I'm sure Ian White did, the way that things...
Well, they need 16 to leave the bull.
Redemption, maybe?
45.
Well, the first dart was an error. He should have had 2 easy singles to leave a good double rather than bull. And so yet another error to left a harder shot than it had to be. It's double 5 for 9-3. Well, no, he can't do it. Finally, Ian gets a break. Finally, some pressure off.
And it's at this stage of the game where Huybrechts has started missing just close to the finishing line. He's missed 4 here. Will he get another chance?
Game shot on the 12th.
There we go. That's only a hold of throw, but Huybrechts had 4 darts to go 9-3 up. Instead, it's 8-4.
Well, I think that's the first time in the whole match that Ian managed to punish Kim Huybrechts for anything. He must feel a little better now. Still a long way to come back.
Huybrechts has got to put that out of his mind. From missing the 140, and he wasn't far away from a fabulous finish.
41.
Here's a thought for you, though, Stuart. Ian won 6 straight legs to beat the world champion. If you win 6 straight legs now, he'll win this match.
Yeah.
We know we can win 6 straight against a very high level.
And we also know that Huybrechts struggles close to the finishing line.
134.
He knows big darts from Huybrechts here. Just hold his throw, that's what he'll be saying, but the pressure will come inevitably from Ian White.
100. $57.
Only 57. So White here can possibly pinch this. Well, 180 leaves tops.
140.
Yeah, I'll be pretty satisfied with that 140.
Now, does Kim Huybrechts start thinking
97.
about what's
In
gone
Uruguay, 80.
in the summer and those two?
If he loses his leg, yes, he will. It's double 10.
Well, he has lost the leg. He had 3 darts, Kim Huybrechts, to go 9-3 up. Now it's 8-5. And White is throwing. And remember, just one break between them now. And Huybrechts, you know, all about finishing it.
45.
9-3, and it was game over. All of a sudden, it's 8-5.
I think Ian took too long to get the first 3 darts out in that leg. He thought too long, okay, he was thinking too much about the position, and ends up pressuring himself into 57. A 45.
Yeah, and only 57, and noticeably from Huybrechts.
Yeah, and then a 57 answer. So both guys pressuring themselves a little too much here.
Huybrechts' first dart is starting to dip below the treble 20 bed.
59.
Well, unfortunately for him, as you say, he knows how this tune goes, and it's being played. He wants to change the ending of the song, though.
Yeah, rewrite the script.
A victory march.
60.
Oh, good first dart.
100.
Well, only 100. And Huybrechts here unable to find a treble. Can't find a treble.
100.
Important last dart for the Belgian. But just to remind you, UK Open at the Reebok in June, 7-4 up against Wes Newton. Lost 9-8 after missing 5 match
59.
darts. World match play first round at Blackpool. 9-5 up on Terry Jenkins was Huybrechts. Lost 11-9 after missing match darts.
43.
You know, he seems seemingly to me, Huybrechts, he plays off adrenaline, and adrenaline isn't something that's a constant. It'll spike, and it was spiked early in the match for him, but then it goes away. It recedes for a while. So
23.
That might help explain why it kind of fades a bit towards, after a period of time, towards the end of the match. Not so much because it's the end of the match, but maybe he's just feeling a little different.
Well, yes, he said, and again, and come on, because he finds a 140, and
he's trying to get he's getting the adrenaline flowing inside himself,
yeah.
or trying to.
Just to prove John Part's point, but Ian White isn't finished by a long chalk.
No, he's going to switch down. He's on 95, so he'll probably go 19. So either leave 76 or 38. He's left 76.
Give you a call, 101.
101. This is the sort of thing he's been doing all match.
Double 16 for Huybrechts. Oh, he's done it with a 101. That was fabulous. Absolutely brilliant from Kim Huybrechts. The pressure was on, the pressure was building, and somehow that, after hitting the ball, double 16, well, you've got to take your hat off to him there.
For sure, and now he has the throw to win the match, to get to the quarters.
96.
Well, now's the time for Huybrechts. 9-5 up against Jenkins at Blackpool. He's 9-5 up here against White. One more, just one more required
96.
to set up what would be a fascinating quarter-final against Raymond van Barneveld. He'll be saying no mistakes this time. And as he hits his third 180, surely there will be no mistake this time.
A great effort to get that third dart in by Ian. Still falls 80 behind.
165.
Switch to leave a finish, 160. Well, that'd be a great way to end the match for Huybrechts. Might not need to, but I think he probably wants to. End with a flourish. No finish for you there, that's 165.
Can you require 160?
Yeah. As I said, I think he wants 2 treble 20s to leave that double top. Oh, just a deflection. Robs him of his
140.
fantastic ending.
Well done, Kim Huybrechts. Is he going to finally end those darting demons and
100.
hit the double 10, which will take him into the quarterfinals? Well done. First match dart, no mistake. No mistake for Kim Huybrechts. And that was a really impressive performance. Ian White, conqueror of the world champ, is out. And Kim Huybrechts is through to the quarterfinals of the European Championship for a second consecutive year. Double 10 does the trick, and it's Huybrechts against Barney in the quarterfinals on Sunday.